The day they forced me out of my father's home, I left with a single bag, a calm spirit, and a truth they never suspected. They believed I was penniless, powerless, without a destination. But what they didn't realize was that I had been the one keeping their world intact all along. I covered their rent. I ensured the electricity stayed on. I quietly paid for my stepsister's education while they labeled me useless. When they demanded I leave at the urging of the very girl whose schooling I funded, I didn't plead. I didn't weep. I simply stopped footing the bills. That was when the home they cherished began to fall apart. The lights went out. The school reached out. Their web of deception unraveled. And me? I didn't just endure, I built a new life without them. This isn't a tale of vengeance, it's a story of reality. Of what happens when the person you underestimate is the one holding everything together. They thought I was nothing, but I was the tempest they never anticipated. My name is Alina. I'm 24, and this is the story of how I lost my home and discovered my strength. It all began the day we laid my father to rest. The sky was overcast, the air chilly, and the silence oppressive. My father was the only one in that house who truly loved me. He raised me alone after my mother passed when I was an infant. Later, he married Clara, my stepmother, who brought her daughter Mia into our lives. At first, things were manageable, but after Dad's death, everything shifted. The day after his funeral, Clara barely acknowledged me. She sat at the dining table, sipping tea as if nothing had changed. Mia was glued to her phone, acting indifferent. I was the one handling everything. I cleaned, cooked, and managed the household expenses, secretly funding it all with 2 jobs. My father left a small inheritance, but it was gone quickly. Clara didn't work and Mia was still in school. They never questioned how the bills were paid. They assumed the lights would stay on and the pantry would stay stocked. I didn't complain. In his final days, my father had whispered, "Take care of them, Alina, just until they're steady." So I did. I worked days at a library and nights cleaning offices. I saved every cent, paid Mia's tuition from my own savings, and covered rent and utilities. I never told them. Perhaps I feared they'd call me overly sensitive, or maybe I was just exhausted. But the atmosphere at home grew colder. Clara snapped at me constantly, issuing commands. Mia treated me like a servant. I stayed silent, but one morning everything changed. Clara blocked the doorway, arms folded. "It's time for you to go, Alina," she said. I blinked, stunned. "What?" "You've stayed here long enough," she continued. "Mia says you've been rude. This house isn't your burden anymore. Pack your things." It felt like the ground vanished beneath me. After all I'd done, they wanted me gone. I didn't argue. I packed a single bag, walked out, tears stinging my eyes. They didn't even say farewell. But what they didn't know was that I'd canceled all payments that morning. No more rent, no more electricity, no more tuition. I owed them nothing now. What happened next? They never saw it coming. 2 days after I left, I was staying with my friend Nora in her small apartment. It was modest, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a pull-out sofa, but it was serene. No shouting, no icy stairs, no tiptoeing, just peace, warmth, safety. The first night I slept for 10 hours straight, the deepest rest I'd had in months. The next morning, Nora made waffles, and as we ate, I checked my phone. That's when I saw it.
I can't tell you the full story in this short video. If you want to see the full story, the link is given below. Click on it to watch the full story.